Hi, my name is Claudia Brown Coulter from Brownie Culture. I'm a divorce mediator and I help you create a customized divorce so that you can uncouple consciously and respectfully. If you're watching live, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from so I can say hello to you. If you're watching the replay, which is fabulous, and thank you, go ahead and hashtag replay. That way I can come back and read that you were here and go and say hello to you. Today, we're talking about an MSA. Now, depending on every industry has acronyms, like too many. And then once you have an acronym, the acronym in your industry is something different than somebody else's industry. So you may hear MSA, MSA thrown around all of the time. An MSA is a marriage settlement agreement. Now, I'm based in California, so I'm going to be talking specifically about California. All states have an MSA, it just could be called something different. So if you're in a different state or a different country, for that matter, you're just going to need to do a quick Google search to see what it's called in your country or your state and the specific rules that apply. So here in California, when you get a divorce, you either get a judgment from the judge or you have a marriage settlement agreement. Most marriages in California and in general are ended through some sort of settlement. So it could start out contentious and you could be in court and then the judge may say, you know what? I need you to work on this, this, and this and come back in 3 months. And then you guys are like, whew, I do not want to see that lady again. I do not want to see that man again. People in black robes intimidate me. Let's just solve this. And then the next thing you know, you have a marriage settlement agreement. So let me tell you exactly what that is. Whether you draft that with your attorney, you write it yourself, which I wouldn't advise doing that. Or you work with a mediator. If you settle your divorce without the assistance of a judge, you're going to need a marriage settlement agreement. So from the mediator side, this is what happens. We mediate. I'm talking to you and your spouse. We're talking at the same time. I might have a breakout session with your spouse. That means I send you to the waiting room and I talk with them, and then we switch. Most of the time we're together. We're in joint session together. And as the session is going on, I'm typing up the things that you're agreeing on so that we can see it in writing and you've agreed on it. All right, so we've finished all of our mediations, whether that's 2 mediation sessions, 3 mediation sessions, as I've said before in previous videos. I don't know which ones, because I say it a lot. We don't meet forever. We don't have 12-hour days. We meet for like 2 hours. Look, I'm trying to get in the video. We meet like 2 hours and we take a break because it's a lot. So when it's all said and done and we've agreed on anything, what I do as a mediator is I type up a memorandum of understanding, MOU. Yeah, I think that's like the one acronym that doesn't change anywhere. Thank goodness for that. So I type up an MOU. And that MOU, you do not want me to type up your marriage settlement agreement. You want it to be typed up by a lawyer or a paralegal. But there's issues with paralegals in the state of California. I'm going to tell you about that. So you want it typed up by one of those 2 people because you want it to be correct to the T. It becomes a legal document when it's all said and done. So here's the issue with paralegals. A paralegal is great if they're working under an attorney. But a paralegal can't hang out in California, can't hang out their shingle and be like, hey, I'm a paralegal without attorney oversight. So then there's a different classification for them, and it's called a legal document assistant. So an LDA, it's basically the same thing as a paralegal, but they, I don't know if they're credentialed or they're licensed, but they have some sort of state approval that they are approved to work without the oversight of an attorney. So an attorney or an LDA, legal document assistant, can type up your marriage settlement agreement. So I, as a mediator, go ahead and we've agreed on everything. You see it in writing. I send it off to the legal document assistant or the attorney. You can hire your own attorney, but don't freak out on me here. You're not like paying $5,000-$10,000 to place your attorney on a retainer. You're just paying their hourly rate so that, or they might have a flat rate so that they can type up your marriage settlement agreement. It could be, I'm not sure how much it is. I would think it could be like $1,000, $2,000. You're going to have to call around for that. There are other companies, organizations such as Hello Divorce, that when you become their client and their different packages, it's part of some of their packages. Okay, so here's the beauty of a marriage settlement agreement, especially in California. So this is something, it kind of looks like this. This is like 35 pages long. It's long. It includes everything in your divorce. Your date of marriage, your date of separation, your kids' names, your property, your bank account information. And don't have all your numbers and things like that, but like, I'm keeping this, they're keeping this. This is what's going to happen. And we've attached our holiday schedule. He's going to keep his car. She's going to keep her car. He's going to keep his student loan debts. She's going to keep her student loan debts. We're dividing retirement. Everything about your divorce is included in this. So what we just agree on goes to an attorney or an LDA. They type up a marriage settlement agreement. And here's what you got to do. You then need to go to a notary and you get it signed and notarized. You don't have to do it together though. You sign yours, they sign theirs, and then it goes to a judge. And this is why you want your attorney or a legal document assistant to fill this out for you, because the judge is going to look and make sure that there are no errors and no mistakes. And this is what I love about California. You don't have to go see the judge. If the judge likes what's written, thinks it's fair, you've explained yourself pretty well, it's written correctly, they get a stamp on it, and according to the stamp on the date, then according to that date, you are officially divorced and you don't have to go to court. Seriously, going to court is not fun, especially if you have an attorney with you and you're sitting there all day and you're paying their rate and they're sitting there doing nothing, waiting for the judge to call your case. This is great. So this is all. A really quick video. I just need you to know what a marriage settlement agreement is. You're going to settle your divorce. Whether you do part of it with the judge or part of it by yourselves or with an attorney or with a mediator, you're going to settle most, if not all, of your divorce. You need a marriage settlement agreement. It needs to be notarized. I highly advise having an attorney or a legal document assistant, aka a paralegal, fill that sucker out for you. And you are well on your way. I am excited for you. Your new life is going to start very, very soon, right? Okay, so I just, this is like a public service announcement. The more you know. Now you know something that you may not have known before. Thank you for watching. Guys, have a great day. My poor kid, this is what he gets for having a teacher who's mother who's a teacher. I'm like, okay, we you know what? You didn't really have a real school year. We're about to do a little more schoolwork, and then we're gonna go play. So I gotta help him finish his work so mama can be here and go and play before it gets too hot. Hey, stay cool. I love you guys. I don't know you, but I love you. I'm rooting for you. You can do this. You have a great day.